Femininity reigns because we live in a matriarchy. Men are effeminate. You know what they're teaching kids in school right now? You know what they're teaching our boys in school right now? 2 plus 2 equals 4 only if you feel like it. How does that make you feel? All about feelings. I think we've been by feelings because they keep telling us to be vulnerable, and it's a lie. They want us to be more like women. Being vulnerable is not masculine. It's emasculating, effeminate.
Video is like, this is unacceptable. Hashtag men's rights. Hashtag men's rights activist.
Men's rights to go to war and die.
That statement that she just made is wild. I'm starting to think that social media is giving people a platform to just say anything out of their mouth. And these everyday conversations and debates between men and women is constantly being highlighted by the people on the extremes, rather than open-minded people who have a genuine understanding of both parties. Now, obviously, we all know what would happen if that statement was made in reverse.
I would just be more open. I'm lying. I would never be open to hearing men out. I would be more open if they just made sense.
Yeah.
No analogies. It's just one fact.
Yeah, just one.
I'd be like, okay.
98% of water work and pipe layers are men. 95% of electrical workers are men. 95% of oil rig workers are men. And after saying all that, I'm not even going to say that men built the country. I do believe that women have greatly contributed to society. But if all men disappeared today, here's what you're missing out on. Clean and sustainable water. The electricity to power anything in your house. Gas for that car that you use to drive everywhere. And don't forget about the heat in your house that you use to snuggle up and watch Netflix. Oh wait, that won't work either because you need electricity. And I'm not saying this to say, oh, we should praise men. No, I'm saying this to say we should have an appreciation for each other. That's all.
I've seen many guys fly around, even basic girls out to Dubai. And guys think, oh, you know, it must just be the supermodels that get flown out there and things like that. No. I sat down with a guy probably a month ago, and he usually flies out very attractive women. And I saw him with probably a 5 out of 10. And I said, why would you fly this girl here? Money is no object to people. Money is nothing. And he said, look, Stephen, I can have steak, filet mignon every day. Sometimes I just want a dirty burger. It's just the way that things go. But now that woman goes back, she might go back to the States, maybe she goes to California or something like that. That's now her normal. She thinks that because I had this once, you know, things are going to go places. This guy didn't just want to have sex with me. All this code that she tells herself. And now that's her minimum standard. She's now poison for the next guy who comes along.
You a grown-ass man, however old, you sitting here being cute.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You don't want a grown-ass man that's on TikTok being cute, but he has to accept a grown-ass woman with kids on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, fucking Pinterest, goddamn, all that other shit, showing her ass, her titties, all that stuff. He gotta accept that. He gotta accept the fact that you don't know how to be ladylike and wear modest clothing for your body type. He has to accept the fact that you walking around with your ass cheeks hanging out and your cleavage spilling over in your shirt and all this. He gotta accept that. Y'all bitches wildin'. I swear to God, y'all. Y'all are. I seriously deem all of y'all officially insane. Like for real. All y'all bitches crazy.
I'm going to record this. It's called the Female Delusional Calculator. Now watch this. This is what I'm going to love. This is backed by the United States Census Bureau. It's factual data. Define a man of my dreams. So I'm going to plug this in here, okay? I'm going to go from the average age of 28 to 45. Any race, color, white, black, or Asian. The average height in the United States is 5'9". I'm going to exclude obese men, because I'm sure you don't want an obese guy. And let's just say they need to make at least 100K a year. Let's see what the probability of you finding that person in America that's non-married. You have a 5.6% chance of meeting a man that is unmarried, of any race, that's at least 5'9" or taller. He's not obese, and he's making 6 figures a year.
Biggest mistake the average guy makes when he meets an attractive woman or a woman that he thinks, wow, this girl is my type, she could be somebody I would want to have a relationship with. The biggest mistake he makes is this. He tries to present himself as a potential boyfriend, okay? Very counterintuitive. When the average guy sees a woman that he's attracted to, he goes into boyfriend mode. Like, I'm going to show her that I'm this good guy, I'm this nice guy, I have a lot in common with her, we get along well, we like all the same things, I'm gonna listen to her, I'm gonna be very attentive to her, and what happens when you go into potential boyfriend mode is you turn into the average nice guy, because you're doing what every other guy does. You're kissing her butt, you're complimenting her, you're faking that you have interest in things that you don't really have interest in. Your real personality is not coming through because you're going into this mode of, I need to show her that I would make a good boyfriend. And when that happens, you generally wind up here in the nice guy zone. Sometimes you wind up here in the friend zone, but you never actually wind up here as a boyfriend or here as a potential lover.
Can we not use this type of terminology? Like, can we not refer to women as like hoes or shit?
A man who took someone else's life is a murderer, right? It doesn't matter what you can try dress it up in any way you can. The fact is that Donnie took someone else's life. Man, them have two separate categories. You feel me? One is for fun, and the other is for wifey. And you got to understand that those women who are wearing these short dresses, they're showing off their body and all of that, they all go into the fun category. Women, I'm sure you've all been in the club before and a random guy approached you and like you kind of can smell that he's some kind of creep, you feel me, right? Man, them can do the same thing. We can smell when there's a hoe like talking to us.
Actually, 43.8% of lesbian women and 61.1% of bisexual women have experienced rape, physical violence, and or stalking by an intimate partner, as opposed to 35% of heterosexual women. Dang, that pesky thing called facts.
Can't date attractive men anymore. I have a problem. When you're attractive, right? When you're attractive, other people are drawn to you, right? Other people may not leave you alone.
Translation, attractive men have plenty of options. Therefore, they do not need to put up with garbage behavior, which forces the woman to act right or risk losing the man she desires. You see, it puts the woman in her feminine role of trying to please her man. Fellas, if you are unattractive to your woman, the burden of performance is placed on you. She can replace your ass easily because in her eyes, she can do better. You can see in this video as to why this woman does not want to date attractive men, because it puts her in an uncomfortable position to have to serve and please her man. Instead of her holding the power, you do.
What are you doing there, Vanessa?
Nice.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's
all right.
Ew!
Why'd you reject me? I don't like your voice.
What? That's a lovely voice.
Thank you,
Shut
bro.
up, bro.
Appreciate it.
Damn!
It's your first time in here?
Oh my god! For what?
Bye. That's not the question that you asked.
Who does she think she is? Who does she think she is?
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad.
This shit crazy. Fellas, listen. Whenever these women hop on the internet, bro, and say you sassy because you want women to chase you and all that shit, boy, don't never listen to that bullshit. Yeah, they should be chasing you. You don't hear what the fuck they be saying on the internet? A man supposed to take care of the household financially. He's supposed to take care of everything. The wife should be able to work, save her money while she spend his. They ain't going 50-50 on the bills, remember? So these bitches want you to chase them to pay their bills? Sayonara, sister.
What exactly do you think you were running away from when you just, you know, slowly cut him off?
I realized that he was not my ex. And I'm definitely looking for that in people, and that's problematic.
Did you or your ex break it off with you?
My ex broke it off with me.
Why?
No! I let a male friend get a little too comfortable and essentially cheated on him. We made out, and that was wrong. And he broke it off when I told him. I was honest about it.
How long were you guys together?
5.5 years.
And what led to you cheating on him?
It was honestly like a super innocent night. Like me and this guy and another girlfriend went to go get a drink, and it was casual. Like my friend decided she wanted to go home, and I was like, I want to stay out because no one was in town. And we ended up hanging out, and he kissed me, and I didn't stop it immediately, and I regret that. It was wrong, and like I said, I tried to be honest about it and tell him that I still was, you know, wanting to be committed to him, but it didn't work out.
Well, thank you for your honesty. It takes a lot to share that with the world.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you understand why some men would hate if their woman had a girls' night out? It's because when you're in that environment, certain things tend to happen.
Yeah, especially if you don't set boundaries. Like I have definitely had trouble with that, like not being able to perceive whether someone was interested in being my friend or more than that. And that's something I had to learn the hard way.
Men will tell you what they want. Women, we're over here, we're like, oh, we like hear something else.
Yeah.
And we like hear and believe something else, and then we are not honest with you.
How so?
Like most women are sleeping with a few different men.
I've noticed that, especially in the talking stages. I've caught multiple women telling me they're only talking to me, but like behind the scenes.
There's a way they do it. They're sleeping with other men, and then they're not sleeping with the guy they really like because they want to appear like they're the good girl. Like, I don't give it up. I'm not out in the streets. I'm not backing it up. But they're getting it from other guys.
Somewhere else, somebody. I tell guys is if a woman holds out on you, she either likes you too much or doesn't like you at all. Isn't that funny?